Good evening, it's Kuro. Got a clan battles game in my Shimakaze going over the enemy team. We are looking at an Ohio, Kremlin, Venezia, Moscow, Petro, Summers, and Smolensk rounding out the enemy team. The map is Land of Fire, 3-cap domination, and we are going to kick this one off. And my team's got us playing this one a little bit different than how you typically would have a destroyer comp with 2 destroyers. Typically you would have double 1 DD headed to each flank. In this case, we're actually going to be somewhat light out here on A-cap. We're sending both DDs along with I believe the Conqueror, and just gonna have a ton of torpedoes out here on A-cap. The idea is just trying to bait the enemy team into pushing into double torpedo boats. Anything that gets hit with torps then gets burnt down with the Conqueror. So we're moving along, just gonna step on the cap. So really one of the lessons that we're going to go over this game is one of them will be getting around the map with destroyers compared to cruisers and battleships. Destroyers can do it much easier. And then the second lesson is kind of the blocking power of a torpedo boat or a destroyer that has torpedoes with sufficient alpha damage. Now there's a lot of pings going on right now. My Summers actually has RPF on his boat. I do not. And he's just letting me know roughly what he's seeing. And we're just going to kind of hold up here and just wait to see what we kind of spot here. Throwing some torpedoes out. And the general idea with torpedo boats, if you look, all of his torpedoes are coming kind of this angle, mine are coming this angle, and it can all end up with, you know, some big time cross torpedoes that, you know, anybody trying to go through this area, they're probably going to eat a torp. So at this point, we get the call out that the double battleship on the enemy team is out at sea. We're thinking that they might have just sent one ship to Cap B and then been completely heavy on sea, but we spot the Venezia, and the Summers is telling me no, there's something in front of the Venezia. So we are looking at a DD out here as well. So we're just gonna chill out right here, and the issue being that if I get spotted by a DD, this guy can really punish me. So rather than trying to push that, I'm just gonna rotate back, and I'm just trying to get better torpedo angles. You can see that's the Summers torpedoes right there. That lets us know what we're facing, and I'm just circling around to just keep getting better torpedo angles. Our Conqueror, you notice he's shooting AP. If I'm able to get into this position, we've got all sorts of crossfire from my torpedoes here, the Conqueror here, the Summers torpedoes from here, and we get lucky here. My Summers torps their Summers, and you know, this is an instant push B cap. So I'm running directly at B cap, and the reason being I want to keep this Venezia spotted. I want to flip this cap, and I mean, it's just that simple that this flank is already fallen. Catching that Summers like that with those torpedoes, Venezia can't really hold against a Conqueror. Well, at least alone. Not to mention any torpedoes that we're going to be throwing around, trying to get these guys. Now, the caller for the team, he's going to make a call that, you know what, we need you to rotate back to CCAP, because with this flank gone, all of these guys are going to have to push, and me being the closest torpedo boat, that means I'm getting the call. So that's what I'm going to be doing, throwing some torpedoes out, and just trying to keep the Venezia spotted as much as possible while I work my way over towards sea. Now, if I was, you know, a cruiser or something like that, it would be pretty unsafe for me to take the path that I'm taking. I would have to, you know, try to come up at least above this island and be coming in here, and that really would limit, you know, some of my options to take a blocking force. And what I'm looking to do is, I know this Ohio, this Moskva, they're going to be trying to push right up here into CCAP. We get a radar here. This is good for me because it burns it, so I get inside the Moskva, the Moskva's radar cycle. So I know once this radar goes down, I've got about a minute of playtime before I've got to start worrying about another radar. So I was looking to see if the Venezia was going to take some shots at me. Since he's not, just going to keep falling back. Well, not really falling back, just pushing out in towards CCAP. And you can see I'm starting to set up my stock right now. I'm not expecting these guys to try to just push straight through the cap, because they'd be walking into a crossfire. I'm expecting them just to try to use this island as much as possible. And I'm using my concealment circle right now. I want to stay outside the 5-kilometer hydro range of the Moskva, and just set this up so I'm able to get torps on this Ohio. The Ohio, because he's going to stop in the cap, he's going to be pretty vulnerable to torpedoes if I can get a good torpedo angle. You can see I'm taking a look right now. I just kind of lay a fan set of torps out, and I pulled them to the front mainly because the island is blocking anything going back. But as this Ohio's getting shot at, I'm anticipating he's going to try to bump forward, and that's exactly what happens. We were in the team chat, we're looking at calls where guys are saying I'm taking a shot at the Ohio, getting resets, and that's that also fed into my my lead prediction for that battleship. Just anticipating that, if he's being shot at, he's going to be able to dodge easier by scooting forward a few ship lengths than trying to reverse. So now that I have officially announced my presence, I'm expecting this push from the Moskva, and he's got radar. I'm going to take a hit right here. But basically going to be repeating the process. Now here I'm looking to see, I was wondering, do I come up here, try to torp the Kremlin? And that's not really a play that I can make, because I'm expecting this Moskva to push into the island, and he'll have hydro up, and that will make me pretty vulnerable coming through this gap. So kind of deciding, you know what, this isn't this isn't going to be the move that I want to make, so I'm going to come back down here. And this Moskva, he's got some pressure that can all be brought to bear on him right now. So what I want to do is I just want to close the door on him. I'm talking to my team, I'm asking him which way the Moskva's guns are facing, and they're telling me, oh, they're shooting at me. And so his guns are pointed away from me, and I'm just looking to see what this guy's gonna do. I'm expecting he could just YOLO right through here, in which case I'm kind of out of position, or he may start to bow tank, and him slowing down here right now is making me think he's bow tanking. With my Moskva able to provide vision, I'm able to easily, maintain my spacing here so I don't get proxy spotted until the last minute. You can see right now this Moskva's backing up, so I'm just gonna close right in here, and it's this type of close in stuff that is really nasty for ships trying to push in here. Now watch, he's accelerating. I'm gonna lead my torps. Yeah, I'm blasting the island, but it doesn't really matter at this kind of performance with these torpedoes. And that's gonna be the end of this game. And this game really highlights that situation where you've just got to respect torpedo boats. If you're crossing a line or trying to push around an island or something like that, torpedoes just are really nasty when it comes to just erasing ships. And it's something that you don't see too often in competitive, and that's one of the reasons why I pulled this game. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you're having a good night, and I will talk to you later.